Hello, today we are going to be talking about assessments and how they relate to what your child or children will be doing in our early childhood setting. I know the term assessment can sound scary, but it's just to help your child stay on the right track with their learning. We will be going over what an assessment is, the purpose of it, how it's done, um, three things that it should do, some examples of assessment, and why we use assessments. Um, First of all, an assessment is used throughout your child's life. Before your child is born, the doctor is actually assessing the child at every appointment to make sure they are growing as they should, developing as they should, and so forth. Once your child is into an early childhood setting, we use assessments to um, gain or gather information about how well your child is developmenting. Um, we observe children to gather information about their growth and development so we as educators know um, how well they are learning. The process of gathering information on children, and we use the information to interpret it for our own teaching needs. Um, One of the purposes of assessment, like I had said, is to track the development of your child. Through assessments, we are able to tell if they may need any extra help in certain areas, such as fine motor, gross motor, cognitive, social emotional skills, and then we are able to diagnose a child if there is delays. Once we diagnose a child, we are better able to help them and get them the help they need to get back onto the right track. When is an assessment done? There are many periods in your child's learning day at school when an assessment can be done. But we like to do assessments in the child's natural environment, which means we will keep them in the classroom and their classroom teachers will do the assessments on them. Um, that way, we know they are comfortable. They will be able to do the assessment to their full ability rather than somebody else coming in and doing the assessment who they're not comfortable with, and they may shut down and not take the assessment to their full ability. Some examples of assessments are observations. We observe your child throughout the day and write down observations on what we see them doing. Um, we take pictures. One thing we like to do is checklists. We have a checklist of what the children learn every month, and at the end of every month, we sit down with a child and go through our checklist to see what they learned and what they are struggling with. Um, so that's our big help here. As they get older, they will be doing standardized testing, but that's not until they get into the older grades. Um, the main reason we do assessments is for the child's growth. Um, we have standards that we have to follow, and these assessments help not only us as teachers, but as the program as a whole, to make sure your child is learning what they should. We use the data from the assessments to guide our lessons. If we find that one child struggles with something and the other don't, we can make a lesson for that child so that he or she will pick up on that faster. And if there's an issue where more than one child or the whole class isn't learning one area, we're better able to more focus on that. So when you hear the term assessment, it's not anything bad, it's just helping us to help your child learn to their full capability and helps us as educators and teachers in a program know that we are doing a good job teaching your child. Thank you.